The hidden cost of family ties. They say family is the anchor of our lives. From childhood, we're taught that blood bonds are sacred, unbreakable, and eternal. But what happens when that anchor drags you under instead of keeping you safe? Across the world, countless people are quietly making the hardest choice of their lives, stepping away from their own families. This isn't rebellion, it isn't selfishness, it's survival. The slow burn. Before the break, estrangement rarely begins with fireworks. It begins with erosion, small cuts that accumulate over years, criticism disguised as love, boundaries ignored, feelings dismissed. From the outside, everything looks fine: birthdays celebrated, holidays endured, smiles in photos. But beneath the surface, anxiety builds like pressure inside a volcano. The eruption, the final argument, the slammed door isn't the cause. It's the release after decades of silent strain. The roles we never chose in toxic family systems, identity isn't discovered, it's assigned. The golden child, praised but trapped in perfection. The scapegoat, blamed for problems they didn't create. The invisible child, surviving by disappearing. The parentified child, carrying burdens far too heavy for their age. These roles aren't love, they're cages. And when someone finally dares to step outside, the system resists, punishes, and labels them disloyal. Estrangement isn't about abandoning family, it's about escaping the role that was breaking them. The empty well. Some wounds are invisible. Emotional neglect leaves no bruises, only silence. You keep returning to the family well, hoping for water, hoping they'll listen, care, or see you. But the bucket always comes up dry. Eventually, you realize that staying means abandoning yourself. Leaving isn't rejection, it's refusing to thirst for love that was never offered. The trap of hope. Why do people endure years of pain before walking away? Because of trauma bonding, the cycle of harm followed by rare warmth. A harsh word, then an apology, a boundary crossed, then a promise to change. The nervous system learns to confuse inconsistency with love. Hope keeps you waiting, forgiving, shrinking, until one day you realize, if I stay, I'll disappear. Distance as survival, low contact. Gray rock, no contact. These aren't acts of revenge, they're strategies of survival. Each step is an attempt to protect mental health when every lesser boundary has failed. Choosing distance brings grief, guilt, and relief all at once. You mourn the parent you wished for, feel guilty for wanting peace, and finally breathe when the chaos stops. Grieving the living estrangement carries a unique grief, ambiguous loss. You grieve someone who is still alive, still posting holiday photos, but emotionally unreachable. There's no funeral, no closure, only the ache of what never was. Yet alongside grief comes relief. The nervous system finally exhales. Reclaiming self, creating choice. Estrangement isn't the end. It's the beginning of a life you were never allowed to fully live. You rediscover your voice, your desires, your identity. You break the generational cycle, refusing to pass down pain. And you learn the most liberating truth. Family can be chosen. Partners, friends, mentors, communities. People who love you not out of obligation but because they see you and value you. The brave choice. Walking away doesn't mean you are heartless. It means you stopped walking back into the fire. It means you chose peace over chaos, healing over history. And that choice, though painful, is profoundly brave. You are allowed to grieve. You are allowed to grow. You are allowed to build a life defined not by wounds, but by the love you choose.